Stephen, 9 years since your last professional match. You've drawn Matt Selt in the first round of the Gibraltar Open. You play next week. Are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm curious to see what will happen. I'm pretty much prepared for any result, really. It's obviously been a long time, this comeback. I've been getting a lot of stick from the players about how long it's taken to actually play a match. But yeah, if I'm going to enter the world, I need to have some sort of reference out there in the arena. And as I say, I have no expectations of what I'm going to do, but I've just got to get out there and sort of sample the sort of match atmosphere, even though there's no fans, obviously, but at least you're on the match table. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As I say, I'm prepared for any eventuality.
And you and Matt are very good friends, we know that. Has there been any text messages going on? Yeah,
I had the emojis as soon as the draw came out, and then we had a chat on the phone. It's probably a draw that none of us wanted, really, actually. I mean, I suppose if you're Matt, you're in a lose-lose situation. If he beats me, he's supposed to beat me. And if he loses, everyone will say, well, how have you lost to him? He's not played for 9 years. Whereas I'm just kind of just looking to enjoy the match. And I hope we both play well. I hope it's a good match. As I say, we're both great mates off the table, but I'm sure we'll both be trying hard to win the match. I will. I know he will.
I'm sure you will. Now, you mentioned it there. You got your tour card at the start of the season. Why has it taken so long for you to make your reappearance on the tour?
Well, the tour card came earlier than I really wanted. I wanted to take it next year, but Barry made the offer and basically gave me 24 hours to make up my mind. So I knew I wasn't going to come back straight away. The first plan was the UK Championship, but obviously with the COVID situation, that all changed. I was going to play at York, possibly. But the honest truth is my game wasn't ready. I mean, I still don't know if it is, but my game was nowhere near ready to play against these guys. So there was no point, really, in playing yet. And you know, I keep stressing it's not a full-time comeback. I'm not going to play in every event. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's been a long time, but I'm looking forward to it.
And what was it that made you want to come back in the first place? It seems a really strange move.
I think it's, obviously I've started to hit the ball nicely again with Stephen, with the help of Stephen feeding in sight right. And that's made me, all I said to Stephen in the beginning, he said, what do you want from this? I just want to enjoy playing snooker, whether it's on my own, whether it's in an exhibition, whether it's in a match, I just want to enjoy playing. The other reason is working as a pundit, you get to sample the atmosphere every tournament. And that's what you miss. I don't think that ever leaves you. You know, you're standing in the crucible on the floor before the final session, you know, talking to Hazel, and the atmosphere is just electric. And you think, wouldn't it be nice just to sample this one more time, not necessarily saying a final, but just that atmosphere walking into the arena. So that, I think, more than anything, was my decision to play again.
And I always see you as the ultimate competitor in snooker, really, and a player who wouldn't want to come back just to make up the numbers. So how far do you think you can start going in tournaments?
Well, that's going to be the big question. As I say, these first two tournaments, the Gibraltar Open and the World Championship, kind of not written off, but it's an experiment really to see how I play in the match conditions. And then next season we'll possibly, go on and play in obviously more events, not every event. But yeah, if I do start to play well, then that old animal might come rising up, where the expectation might build, and you might think to myself, I want to win more. And that's one of the reasons I retired, because I couldn't win anymore, and that's the enjoyment I got. So I've got to control those expectations, and that'll be easy for these next two. But if by some chance I start to play well, maybe the longer I go on, it might not be as easy.
And I know practice is very different to a match, but can you compare how you're going in practice now to how you were playing 9-10 years ago?
I'm hitting the ball better in practice than I was when I retired. I'm striking the ball better. I'm hitting the ball properly. I'm able to play, all the shots that I want to play. Whereas my game at the end I was avoiding shots because I couldn't play them. So that is a big difference. But that's just a small part of the puzzle. You get out there, you've got to have composure. You've got to be relaxed in the match atmosphere. And 9 years out will be tough to just walk back in and be relaxed and totally calm with things.
And just looking back, do you have any regrets about your retirement? Do you think maybe you did go too early?
Possibly, but at the time I retired, you had to play in every event. There was no choices, whereas, a few years you can kind of pick and choose now, which would have been nice, because I could have taken maybe a month off and just chilled out and then come back and had the young, but you had to play in everything. So it was a time where it was all or nothing. And because I wasn't getting enjoyment from the satisfaction from good performances, I chose nothing.
That's fair enough. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. We know all the fans at home are as well. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stephen.